Hello and welcome. What is the single greatest investment you can possibly make in a child's future? Today, we are exploring the truly profound answers found in the ebook Why and How Education is One of the Best Gifts to Daughters by the Onjob Training Academy. Whether you are a parent actively shaping a young life or a daughter carving out your own brilliant destiny, this explainer is crafted specifically for you. Let's dive right in. Now, as parents, we naturally want to shower our children with beautiful gifts, don't we? But consider this for a moment. Material gifts inevitably fade. That expensive new toy, well, it's likely going to be broken by next week. Clothes wear out, and even the most precious jewelry loses its shine over time. Money might last for a generation, sure, but education? Education is the ultimate forever gift. It's truly incredible because it shines brighter with every passing year. It literally cannot be stolen, lost, or diminished. Instead, it multiplies in knowledge, in confidence, and in immense dignity.
I'd like you to just take a moment to reflect on this rather beautiful proverb. An educated daughter carries the light of her parents wherever she goes. It's so powerful because education lives inside her. It becomes her lifelong companion. It travels with her seamlessly when she marries, when she enters the professional corporate world, or even if she moves across the globe. It grants her the unparalleled power to think clearly, act wisely, and stand firmly in absolutely any situation.
Moving to Section 1, Shaping Identity and Inner Strength. You see, education completely transcends mere rote learning. It actively constructs a young woman's character and her intrinsic self-worth. Just look at exemplary pillars of strength like Kalpana Chawla, Sudha Murty, and Malala Yousafzai. For these iconic women, their education wasn't just an academic credential, it became their greatest strength and their very recognizable identity. As the saying goes, you may lose everything in life, but your knowledge will rebuild it all again. It essentially teaches a daughter that her ultimate worth isn't decided by outward appearances or dowry, but by her thoughts, her decisive actions, and her kindness.
To educate a daughter is to honor the divine light within her. In so many of our rich cultures, wisdom is rightly considered the absolute highest form of purity. Just as light dispels darkness, knowledge completely eradicates ignorance. When a daughter studies, she's absorbing so much more than just academic subjects. She is learning courage, she is learning empathy, she is learning perseverance. Education molds her into a thoughtful problem solver and a vital contributor to society, creating a truly beautiful balance of a strong mind and a compassionate heart.
Let's move on to Section 2, Empowering Families and Communities. When we invest in a daughter, a beautiful systematic elevation occurs. Step 1 begins with the educated daughter, who then seamlessly evolves into Step 2, an empowered professional. As she transitions into Step 3, she becomes an informed mother, raising educated children and teaching compassion and equality by example. Ultimately, this leads us to Step 4, a transformed community. Truly, a literate mother is a nation's silent reformer. To ground this in reality, let's look at some tangible evidence. In rural India, villages that made the conscious decision to prioritize educating their girls witnessed a dramatic, life-altering reduction in early marriage and entrenched poverty. And why is that? It's because these educated daughters evolved into highly informed decision-makers who fundamentally reshapes the socio-economic fabric of their ecosystems. It is a real game-changer. I want to share a deeply inspiring, real-world anecdote that perfectly captures this transformation. Consider the story of a dedicated educator in Kerala. She actually began her career simply as a school helper, but she certainly didn't stop there. Through sheer determination, she completed her degree via distance learning and successfully elevated herself to the esteemed position of a school principal. Isn't that incredible? Through her education, she achieved true financial independence. And remember, financial independence is emotional freedom. Because she now earns her own income, she stands exceptionally tall in society. Her salary directly supports her aging parents and securely funds her siblings' education. This proves unequivocally that when you give a woman a voice and her own wallet to support it, she uplifts her entire family unit.
Every single parent dreams of seeing their child safe, respected, and happy. Well, education fulfills all three. Life won't always be perfectly smooth. There will undoubtedly be moments of doubt or hardship, but this educational foundation gives her the roots to stay grounded during the storms and the wings to fly higher when opportunities arise. It ensures that when her parents grow older, she stands beside them, not as a dependent, but as a deeply capable friend and guide.
Which brings us to Section 3, a message to parents.
Dear parents, please recognize the immense power you hold in your hands. You quite literally hold the pen that writes your daughter's destiny. Your daily sacrifices, your unwavering patience, and your constant encouragement become the very roots of her ultimate success. I strongly urge you to educate her not merely for the world's approval, but for her own profound empowerment. One day, she's going to look back and thank you, not for fleeting luxuries, but for giving her the ability to choose and live with absolute dignity.
And now, Section 4, A Message to Daughters. Dear daughters, I want you to kindly internalize this truth. You are precious not because of your outward appearance or your material possessions, but because of your brilliant mind and your compassionate heart. Your education is your armor against adversity and your guiding light in the darkness. I encourage you to keep reading, keep questioning, and keep growing forever. Make your education your permanent companion, and most importantly, use your attained knowledge to uplift other girls around you. Become the very inspiration you once looked for.
Finally, Section 5. Begin the eternal journey. We aren't just talking about a few years of school here. We are talking about an eternal journey. A daughter eventually becomes a mother, and she imparts her wisdom to her children, who in turn carry forward this majestic legacy of learning. When you educate one daughter, you are quite literally sparking a chain of enlightenment that never, ever ends. That is exactly how education achieves immortality. It is society's most beautiful and enduring investment in our collective future.
To seamlessly continue this journey of empowerment, I warmly invite you to secure the comprehensive guide that inspired today's explainer. Simply scan the QR code or access the link in the description below to purchase the complete ebook, Why and How Education is One of the Best Gifts to Daughters, meticulously created by the professionals at Onjob Training Academy. It offers lifetime access with just a simple one-time payment, allowing you to start reading and applying these profound insights immediately. So I leave you with this final, pivotal question. Will you take the first step today to give the one gift that multiplies forever? Whether you are a parent ready to support that journey or a daughter determined to claim it, the power is entirely in your hands. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep learning, keep shining, and together, let's make the world brighter, one educated girl at a time.